You can bet your bottom dollar. Great programming coming up next on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Stand by. Hold on. Talk at its finest, coming up next on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. In about 2 minutes, stand by. We know what guys are talking about. Stand by. A great show coming up next on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. In about 30 seconds. Stand by. Don't go away. Stop. If they're talking about it at the barbershop, we're talking about it here on SME. Great show coming up in about 30 seconds. Don't go away. Stand by. It's time. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Another great product on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yeah!
Warning. Listening to the Doug Stewart Show may cause sore throat from arguing about sports so much, increased knowledge of sports and sports issues, short tolerance for BS sports shows. You will start referring to yourself as a Stewie, consistent visits to the Doug Stewart Show chat room to talk ish, a sudden craving for boiled peanuts. Fellas, better luck with the ladies. Ladies, better luck with the fellas. A deeper appreciation for 80s and 90s hip-hop music and an uncontrollable urge to donate money to the Doug Stewart Show. We thank you for listening. Enjoy.
Nothing but against the party.
I'm going to give it to you raw. No Vaseline.
What?
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
And that's figuratively, not literally, because I don't get down like that. You know what I mean. The realest, the trillest sports talk show in America. The Doug Stewart Show. Let's go, Stewies. Let's go. Yeah. What's happening? Welcome to the Doug Stewart Show, and this is a Throwback Thursday. And oh boy, we got a lot of great things planned for you today, as we do every single day. Shouts out and good morning to all the Stewies. Or good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you may be. Thank you for tuning in, man. We're going to have a fun time. You better believe it. Hey, Puff, bring it back for your boy. Harlem shaking up in here. Yes, sir. Welcome to the Doug Stewart Show, December 29th, 2016. And you're locked and loaded and listening to the realest, trillest sports and guy talk show in America. Good morning. I always say good morning. And I say the same thing every day, man. I forget that this show is listened to worldwide. And so in other parts of the world, it might not be the morning. Well, so if it's not the morning where you're at, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever it may be. Thank you for tuning in to the Doug Stewart Show. Yes, sir. Hey, if you're new to the show, there's a couple things I need you to do. I need you to go to Spreaker.com. That's speaker with an aura. Search and find the Doug Stewart Show. Once you find it, hit the follow button. That's very important so that when this show goes live or any of the other shows go live on the network, you'll be alerted. And the second thing I need you to do is to click on the little chat bubble. We have the best chat room in the world. I call it the Fantasy Island of Sports and Guy Chat, and its inhabitants, the people inside that chat room, I call them the Stewies. Good morning, Stewies. So post your thoughts in the chat room. I read it all throughout the show. It makes this show the most interactive sports and guy talk show in America. We also do a bunch of other things like Dougie Dailies, where I'll kind of like throw out a question, get your responses on it. We do top fives all the time. I just thought about it. There's a little interesting top five that we can do today. I'm going to have to put it together, and I kind of put it together on the fly. You know what we do basically around here is sports. So the foundation is sports. So there's a couple things we're going to get into. You see today's title, Vick coming home, Shawty. That's right. Ron, Mexico. Yeah. The great Ron Mexico was spotted on Martyr. So we'll talk about Ron Mexico coming home to Atlanta, NFL playoff scenarios. We're going to kind of break it down. We kind of got into it a little bit yesterday, but I got all the breakdown, the absolute breakdown on all the teams and the scenarios and getting into the playoffs and seeding and all of that. So we'll touch upon that today as well. Steve Smith, man, one of the best little men to ever play in the NFL. He's in the news. We'll talk about him. Makes sense now, Muscle Hamster. We'll talk about him. It makes a lot of sense now, Mr. Muscle Hamster. And also, man, Tom Coughlin. Tom Coughlin back in the news, so we'll get into that. We do birthdays, we do entertainment, and today is a Throwback Thursday, all right? So it's one of the best days of the week. I mean, it's nowhere near Woman Wednesday or anything like that. But today is Throwback Thursday. So what we do on Throwback Thursday, we go to a particular year in sports and entertainment, and we talk about everything that happened that year. Pop culture as well, top movies, top TV shows, all of that stuff. So we thought it would be cool to take it back to this year. We're throwing it back all the way to this year. Yeah, we're throwing it back to this year. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about everything, and we'll do this tomorrow as well, where we kind of recap the end of the year. We do that every single year. But we'll recap this past year in sports, entertainment, and beyond. We got the music from this year, and I got to be honest with you, man. And y'all know how I feel about the mumble rappers in 2016. Going back and listening to some of this music, the quote-unquote top music in 2016, man. 2016 was a horrible, horrible, horrible year for music, man. I got to be honest with you. There's just no other way to say it, man. I mean, when you hear some of this music, some of the top 20 music in hip-hop and R&B, when you hear some of this music, and listen, don't shoot the messenger. Do not shoot the messenger. Yeah. So, and I see my man, who is this in here? My man Sensational in the chat room was already saying it. And I think he said this before I actually made my statement. Going to be a lot of music you hate today, Doug. And you're right. I'm just giving you a heads up. You're not going to like the music today, man. But it's reflective of what we've been talking about around here for the last year or so. And really like the last 2 years, but really like the last year. And the turn for the worse that music has taken. and you're just going to be appalled. So, in effect, every day we play like 10 songs, I think, coming back from the breaks. We come back, because of the 3-hour show, we play like 10 songs coming back from the break. So we got like the top 20 songs from this year. So we got like the bottom 10 today, and then tomorrow for the last show of the year, we have the top 10 like R&B Billboard chart topping songs. And so for the next 2 days, you're going to hear the top music from 2016. I'm just getting you ready. Hey, 404-382-0338. You can also email me at Doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Not only can you jump into the chat room on Spreaker.com and post your thoughts in there, and I read it all throughout the show, but you can also give us a call, all right, at 404-382-0338. And you can email us at Doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Sports related. Obviously, I guess probably the biggest sports story of this past year was LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers getting it done, winning the NBA championship. Maybe not. If you talk about across the board sports fans, probably the bigger story was the Chicago Cubs winning the World Series after 108 years. Yeah. So the Cubs ended a 108-year losing streak, beating the Cleveland Indians in a 7-game series. The NBA championship went to the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron James. The Cleveland Cavaliers are NBA champions. I just had to stop and think about that. What else happened? They beat the Golden State Warriors, who were the champions at the time. What else went on? We'll also talk about what happened in college football and the NFL and all of those champions from the past year in 2016. You know what? 2016 has been a real rough year. We talked about it, and tomorrow we'll kind of get into this more. But 2016, and I touched upon this yesterday, 2016 was a horrific year as far as celebrities and entertainers and legendary athletes passing away, man. Real rough year, man. Let's take it to 2017. Let's leave 2016 in the past. Please, enough of 2016. Yeah. 2016 can't come to an end fast enough. A lot of racial strife in the country, social injustice, police brutality. The stories are just endless. Let's move on to 2017, man. I can't wait for it to get here. Yes, sir. Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year. Hey, listen, when we get back, it's going to be very interesting this weekend at the Georgia Dome. Word on the street is Ron Mexico is back in town. We'll talk about it up next. This is the Doug Stewart Show.
The #1 cheap rocket Jersey firm.
Lonely Hearts Cafe.
Spicy conversations.
It's Vince Wright, the sports governor from Minnesota.
Mandela Microwave. Reggie Long, a.k.a. Dollars and Cents.
Kicking it with KC.
X gon' give it to you. Stewart Media and Entertainment Network.
Doug Stewart here to tell you about my man Smooth at smoothtickets.com. Smooth's got the tickets for everything that you need in the world of sports, concerts, or theater. I don't care what it is. I don't care where it's at in this great land of ours. My man Smooth at smoothtickets.com, he got them tickets. I'm telling you,